We'll start with headline inflation. Headline inflation is a measure of CPI showing changes from year 1 to year 2. And the way we measure it, CPI year 2 minus CPI year 1, so that's the change, all divided by CPI year 1, and then we times that by 100 to get a percentage. So underlying inflation measures headline CPI, but it excludes volatile items. The first way is called the trimmed mean. So what the trimmed mean does is it excludes the top and bottom 15% of items. So you can see that these are all the items. And up here, you've got the top 15%, the most expensive stuff, the stuff that's gone up the most. And over here, you've got the bottom 15%, the cheaper stuff, the stuff that has not increased by much, or it could even be that that stuff's gotten cheaper. So do you see how these numbers are negative? So what we then do is we take that top 15 and we take that bottom 15 and we just completely exclude it. And we just take this 70%. And so the underlying inflation rate gets rid of the two extremes. It gets rid of the top 15 and it gets rid of the bottom 15. And what we're left with is something that is a little bit more accurate, okay? Because it took out the stuff that changed a lot. Now, it doesn't mean that that stuff doesn't still affect people. It does, but it's not really a good reflection of the full average. So that's why the trimmed mean does that, okay? Number 2 is what we call the weighted median. The way that we calculate that is the ABS will weight/sort items or goods and services based on their contribution to inflation and then take the middle, aka the median. The weighted median is the inflation rate of the item at the middle of the price changes in the CPI. If we lined everything up, all the items, housing, food, bread, water, all the stuff, from the least change, so the cheapest stuff, to the thing that's increased by the most, what the ABS does is they take the exact middle one and they say, okay, let's pretend the middle one is like bananas and they've increased by 3%. They say, right, that's right in the middle. So it should be like the average representation. If that's increased by 3.4%, that's what we're going to say that the CPI is, the underlying rate of inflation. That's how they do that, okay?